All right, guys. So, hello, and I wanted to give you guys a quick video of just interviewing, some of our rookies that just got started with us, and give you guys different content as to just understanding from different points. So, I'm Carissa Triple Diamond, and been with the company for 9 years, and I'm bringing Naomi on with me for tonight so that you guys can hear from her. Just a little background on her, and then from there, I'm gonna ask her a few questions so that you can understand and get the mindset of when you first get started and how you two can work towards getting your shopping spree and building towards your success of your next steps with mindset. So Naomi, just give us a little backstory of you, where you're from, how old are you, any kids, what you do.
Well, I am originally from Texas, but I live in Georgia. I am I'll be 35 this year in August. I know I don't look like it, but I will be
It's fine.
35.
I'm okay. It's fine.
So I'll be 35. No, I don't have any babies yet. Haven't been blessed yet. I'm actually a training manager for Arby's. Work full time all the time.
Right. Full time meaning over 40 plus hours because you work two jobs.
Over 40.
Right. Because you're at two locations. And I was
I
like,
would say, yeah, 2 locations.
So
Yeah,
what
two
made
separate
you?
locations.
So I mean, I know you
Sometimes
were,
both in the same day.
I know you were a customer before. Actually a few different times because I know you were one before actually being a customer with me. I believe I remember something like that. And then you became a customer again because I reintroduced the gummies, which was like about almost a 2 years difference in between ordering the last time and then reordering it again now based off seeing my gummies posts. So you re-signed up, well, not re-signed up, restarted your auto ship back up that you already had as being a customer. But then from there, that question came out that was just like, I'm gonna tell you what happened. I was on a Zoom and the Zoom was like, just ask. Like, what's so hard about that? Just ask. Like, just literally go to their inbox and send a message and just ask. And I'm like, you know what? Let me just be ballsy and do that. So I'm gonna go to the inbox right there. I'm gonna message Naomi because I know she was interested once upon a time, maybe a year or two ago, and I never actually fully went in on her about being interested. Let me just send this message. So I send you the message, and then the reply back is, yeah. And I'm like, oh, well. So how easy is that to just send a message out and the answer actually be yes when you probably in your head think it ain't gonna be yes. So then you're like, yeah, sure, I'll do it Wednesday. So you only got through one auto ship of gummies, one order, before you ended up being a distributor and then just getting the gummies through your account. So now we're gonna fast forward to you actually getting started. What made you say yes? And then we're gonna go into mindset as now you're a distributor.
Okay, like you said before, I had tried, It Works before I met you, and I had lost contact with that distributor. So it was just maybe you were sent to me because when you did message me, about the gummies, it was like, I've been looking for it. I've been looking for a distributor. I've been looking for someone to buy products from. So thank you. And after that month of using the gummies, a lot of people was like, oh my goodness, damn, you losing weight. What are you doing? And I'm like, I couldn't see it myself personally because I look at myself every day. Mm-hmm. So it was like, I was like, oh, it works. It really works. So when you came to me to the opportunity, to become a distributor, it was like, okay, I know it works. They're asking how. First, it was the product. I can explain it. And this is something that I've actually used. This isn't something that someone just told me about word of mouth or he say, she say. This is an actual testimony from myself that I actually used it. So by me becoming a distributor, I was thinking, okay, because I could have just was like, okay, well, we can send them to Carissa. She can get them. But if I have opportunity to make money and to build a business and I don't have to get out of my bed, honestly, every day,
right,
to make a means for my family, why not?
Oh, why not?
I'm on my phone every day, all day. Yes, right. I am introducing myself back into social media, but so far it's been good. It has course, a couple of people like, what is this? What's going on? But those are the people that's unfollowed, unfriend. Like, I feel like this at the moment, if you can't support me, even just posting, then there's no need to me even have you around.
So what switched his mindset from joining to then getting on social media, being coachable first off, because you first off wasn't really posting like that. You really didn't post many selfies, many your face showing and stuff. You really didn't do that. So what opened you up to then decide that this mindset changed? Because I remember speaking to you in reference to something you were personally going through, and you was like, listening to the different Zooms helped me, but blah, 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 to not quit, blah, blah, blah. And mind you, you was only in for 2 weeks at this point. So what switch went off that fast for you to help you out?
It's the proof for me. It's the proof for me because, of course, if, like you said, I wasn't consistent on posting. I would post here, post there, post there. Like, okay, no one's doing it. No one's saying anything on the post. So they're not seeing it. No one's interested. Then the Zooms, listening to the Zooms. I may be at work. I can't interact, but I'm still taking in everything. I listen to everyone. Mr. Jared, I don't know what it is. It's when he speaks, and sometimes I'm like, he talking to me. He really talking to me. Consistency, steps to success. Like I go back on the things that when you first sent, like, okay, we got to start over, start over, start over. Every week, if I feel, okay, I didn't get it this, okay, next week, I got to start over. Okay, you got to go harder. Now I'm on the adding the 25 people a day. I have to. Before my feet touch the floor, I have to add 25 people. On Instagram, it did take me a while I was like, how am I going to find these people? I just go to random people page and go to who's following them and go follow. Right. Random people. And now I'm getting more questions. I haven't got to more LCs or distributors, but I am getting more questions. And I've always been taught every 10 no's, there is one yes. So I'm taking that mindset, and also every Zoom. I'm on every Zoom listening. I may not be able to interact, but I'm listening. I don't miss a Zoom. I'm listening.
That's what I'm like, Naomi listening. She there. She just can't talk to us, but I know
I may not be able to interact, but I'm listening. And it's applying what is said. It's not just listening. For me, it's more so applying.
Right.
And then I'm seeing the actual proof, like, oh, snap, this is really, it works. It's really happening. It may not.
I love how you said, if it was a bad day or a bad week, you can just reset and start over. Some people feel like if they've already missed the mark, they missed it. Not that they can just reset and start over. So I like that you said that you can just easily just reset and just say, okay, we're gonna try this again. We're gonna recuperate. We're gonna do it again right. So I love that you said that. Also, the fact that you're taking in everything you're learning. Even when you're at work, you just have an earpiece in and you can hear. I also tell that same story in reference to me being around the house. Like I have Bluetooth galore just to be in my ear, even if I can't physically watch and interact, I can at least listen. Just having that positivity in your ear definitely makes a difference, so that you're able to, get some good feed in instead of just always having the negatives from the outside world. So let's move on to your customers. Who was your first customers that got started with you?
My roommate was my very first customer. He tries anything I say, okay, we need to try this. He's like, okay, let's try this. So when because first I ordered the Skinny Brew samples. And I was like, okay, I know you drink coffee. He drinks more coffee than I do. So I was like, I know you drink coffee. I want you to try this. You're not gonna make coffee. I want you to try this particular coffee. He tried it, and the next day he was like, okay, Naomi, I don't want the coffee, but I need to order the tea. Because if you got tea, now that coffee had me up all day. But if the tea is, I was like, oh, the tea is caffeine free, and it's a debloat and a detox, And he actually, using him made me more comfortable talking to people about it. Using one customer was my grandmother. Using her made her, she wanted to take it to her friends. That's how a lot of it, word of mouth, helped me. But my first customer was my actual roommate.
Love that. And then you were also selling sample packs too on hand.
So I had a conference, and my first 2-3 weeks, sample packs at a conference.
So what did you say? Was it just the fact that you already built up the confidence because you personally tried it, or it was the fact that you had people around you that you've let try it and their confidence built on you, or just the fact that you just stayed plugged in and that just helped out? Just
I would say it was a little bit of both.
Okay.
It was a little bit of both because he was with me and my roommate at the conference, and he was like, "Now, this would be a good place to start talking." I was like, "You know what? It would." And I got some in my bag. Let's go get them. We're
Get
gonna
you a
come
friend
back.
that hypes you up.
He is my biggest cheerleader. Like with the raps, I did a rap today, and he was like, "Now, post it." I'm just doing it. Like he is my. Yes, he is helping. That's somebody that I said that is a supporter. He's cheered, like
I'm like, oh, she put a picture out.
Yep.
Good.
72 hours. I'm doing live rap. I gotta wait my 72 hours.
Well, you definitely got to make sure we're aware of that, so I can be on, because I'm ready to see that. See, and that took you about a month and a half to go live. So you baby stepped it. You started off first with just your hand maybe, or just the product only. You advanced to, it took about 5 weeks, 6 weeks to put your stomach with the wrap on showing in the picture, but it didn't stop you from speaking to people in person, or it didn't stop you from at least posting about making your product at the same time. Like just baby stepping it into it. Ain't like you're being just thrown straight in the fire to say, go live tomorrow.
So, no, it is. Yeah, it's baby steps. I can say that honestly. Like, I've never been pushed to do something. I've been coached. Okay, try this if you don't, or try this and put your input in it. And that's what I've taken from it. I can do it my way and it's still successful. Not everything everyone does is going to work for that particular person. What you do may not work for me.
Right. But you put your own spin on everything. So, all right, next tip and next thing would be for a newbie that's just getting started. What would your tip for them be as far as
follow the steps? Follow the steps. I don't know how many times I honestly have it screened. That is my home screen. Every moment I open my phone, I see my steps. It's a hourly reminder. Okay, did I do this? Oh snap, I didn't do. Oh snap. Okay, I need to post this. I've got to the point now I do posts the night before, just so I know, okay, I'm at work all day, but I can post it. I don't have to be doing it that moment, but they don't know. So I make a edit a post, get it ready, and then when it's that time to post it, it's ready. I just have to put it up, and now I'm done. It takes 2 to 3 minutes because I've already sat down and did the legwork
on Facebook. So post, exactly. Good. That's a good one.
I'm learning. Like I'm not that social media savvy, but I'm learning.
I mean, but that makes a difference. It's just being just really just listening and following the steps.
As I say, another tip would be to ask questions. Ask questions. I know I'm like, this may just sound like a silly, crazy question, but
it wasn't that many
questions.
But you haven't asked a lot, but you've retained a lot of info because you've been on all the Zooms, and you find other Zooms to be on too, and listening, and the training videos from Connect app and all of that stuff. So so you've already, you're doing the homework and actually learning everything so that you understand it, which is great. That helps out a lot. So where would you say, since it's been about 6 weeks, maybe 6 weeks, where would you say the difference is between your mindset from first starting to now?
From first starting, it wasn't like it's a scheme, but it was more of like, okay, what's for everyone isn't for me. My first 2-3 weeks, I was that one person thinking like, okay, I didn't get paid. I didn't get no money. What's going on? It's like, okay, what am I doing this for? Then now it wasn't so much about the commission. It was like someone actually telling me that, prime example, one of my LCs, she does the detox tea. She was like, man, my knee isn't hurting from the water. That is what got me like, oh my God, like I can help. It isn't just me saying, oh no, I can help you, try this. She came to me. I didn't ask her about it. You know, and I was like, okay, this is something I can give to my grandmother. This is something I can give to my mother. You know, now it's like, okay, let me help everyone. It's so much more than commission. Of course, I love the money. We're not going to leave that out. But
No.
it is, you know, I can help while helping myself.
Right. I love that. Now let's go a little deeper when I mean in mindset too, as far as your mental thinking on just life in general. Like you've done a lot of personal development being within the company in the last 6 weeks. So what would you say has changed that way within the last 6 weeks from before joining to your point now? Like I know you were saying mentally, like you was ready to check out with different things because of stuff going on, but you came back because you heard a Zoom that somebody said
my
right back
biggest
at it.
thing is self-doubt. Staying positive when it's the worst. Just in the little time that I've been with you guys, I keep little notes in my mind, and it's like when something goes, it's like, okay, it could be worse. And then it doesn't, when I calm and sit, it's like, it wasn't as bad. That wasn't as bad with the old, you know, well, I'm still working, but with the older version of me, you know, it would have turned out worse because now I see what you put in is what you get out. And even the smallest thing, not even with it works, the smallest thing, if you just keep a positive attitude, it's going to be great. The outcome is going to always overpower. The good outcome is going to always overpower the bad.
Love it. Look at you. I'm so excited.
I am grown. You're never too old to learn something new.
Show
and
it.
I am.
As long
Even
as you're willing to
just
learn it.
personal growth.
Yes, as long as you're willing to learn it. That's the thing. You can teach anybody new tricks that's ready to learn it, as long as they want to learn it. So now we're on the road to now we're on the road to Ruby.
Yes.
Ruby
and look, I
getting
looked it up. Oh my goodness, it's so crazy because this morning, this is how every day I look at this. I looked at it this morning on actual. It's crazy because it was on It Works Connect, and I went into there, and I'm not exactly sure what it was, but I went resources, and it has the flyers that show, okay, you need 3 LCs and then 3. I was like, all I gotta get is 3 people, and then to get Ruby, they get 3. It's yes.
Ruby is only 3 distributors, and you work with them towards getting their customers, and that intel will get you a group of over 2,000 in volume. Because you've already been able to get 400 club the last 2 months on your own. Like you joined the middle of the beginning of February. And you got 400 club that month. This month 400 club already, and it's barely the 25th. So you've been able to accomplish that. That ain't even work. Like you still hit the camera. So I'm excited for you, and thank you so much for the time taken out to do this. This is going to be exciting. I can't wait to get this uploaded. Any last tip you want to leave before being done?
Follow the steps. Follow the steps. I thought I could do it on my own at the beginning, and I was getting nowhere. I was getting nowhere. Follow the steps. You may think that they may sound elementary, but they work.
Exactly.
They're simple. They work.
Now, this one was a shy kid that just decided he wanted to get in the camera. No one is recording. He wanted to get in the camera. So everybody comes out their shells eventually. See? It's working. All right. Well, thank you so much. And until next time, guys.
Bye.